So while we're waiting for Geshe to arrive, I'd like to read the most recent prayer list. Prayers for happy rebirth. All those killed by natural and man-made disasters. For all those killed by others or by their own hands. Venerable Thupten Kunsang. Carl Barnett, Bob Chow, Mac Cranford, Ralph Rumley, Gwen Spivey, Anna the Horse, Macon the Horse. Job search. Roseanne Barona, Travis Boone, Brian and Brandy, Ryan Edmonds, Joe Griffiths, Jim Kay, Bruce Miller, Sarai Pooja Shah, Greg Weaver, Joe Whitley. Prayers for health and well-being. Kyabje Lama Zompa Rinpoche, Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, Venerable Gyalten, Venerable Chukyi Lama, all those harmed by natural and man-made disasters. Jerry Anderson and family, Father Pierre Aubin, Jorge Aurelio, Jim Barnes, Carl Barnett, Luce and Narcissus Barona, family of Carl Barnett, Narcissus Barona, Susan Boehm, Travis Boone, Allie Burke, Yuki Burrows, Betty Chow, Anand Kalik, family of Mac Cranford, Catherine Paisley Davis, Ted Domi, Tashi Droma, Jamie Farley, Mary Lou Flynn, Esther Gandara, Mildred Gooch, Tracy Haas Thompson, Heather Holland family, Christina Harrison, Frank Holt, Kenny Jackson, Buddy, Dallin Sue Johnston, Barry Judge, Helen Kasanoff, Darshan Kaur Khalsa, Randeep Kaur and Sukhjinder Singh, Jonathan Kramer, Shanjin Kurt Latimer, Kim Lillick, Jim Lillick and family, Mary Logic, Eno Lovelace, R.M., Georgia McDonald and family, Wilbert Martin, Martin Massenberg, Elvia Mejia and family, Bruce Miller, David Muller, Audrey Murphy, Evan Merlin family, Fran Nash, Jessica Nunley, Marie Oliver, Jay Pandya, Patty Pandya, Sheila Park, Richard Potter and family, Renee Reyna, Ann Rivers, James Rowan and Teresa Creighton, family of Ralph Rumley, Ariana Scott, Brian Scott, Joanne Cease, Ronnie Schumann and family, Emily Smith, Nancy Sorbet, Carolyn Sutoris, Lobsam Tupton, Barbara Ty, Dionne Washington, Lily Williams, Shay Wokowicki, Marguerite Young, Dorja and Cadro the Pigs. Prayers for celebration. Scott Bass and Marcel Close, Randeep Kaur and Sukhjinder Singh. Let's see. So in a few minutes, Geshe will be arriving. Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. My name is Lamo. He will be coming in through this door if you've never been to the center before. And if you'll please stand out of respect for him and his teachings. And you'll see him start to prostrate toward the altar, and he welcomes everyone to prostrate along with him at the same time. If you have cell phones, if you please turn them off or turn them the sound down to mute so as not disturb everyone. Geshe has been inviting people to make comments, say suggestions, and if so, would you please wait till you get the handheld mic so that people who are online can hear you. And if you have the mic, please put the mic very close to your mouth, almost touching the actual mic, because it doesn't pick up unless you do. Geshe has said that it's a great accumulation of merit and purification practice to simply walk around the stupa clockwise, even just one time. It's incredible merit due to the power of the holy objects, and also to see the objects, holy objects everywhere, which are really the, as Lama Zopa Rinpoche said, it's an Geshe's here. Okay. So in the Gold Prayer Book, if you'll please turn to page 183. And if you have the white binder, just go to the page that says Kadampa Center Prayers. And we're going to chant the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. On page 183, it's the mantra between the 2 lines at the bottom. It's the mantra of Shakyamuni Buddha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Now turn to page 34 in the same book. And if you have the white binder, we're going to read the 4 measurables in English one time. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. I'll turn the page to 37, and we'll chant the 4 measurables chanting version toward the bottom. And in the white binder is the Tibetan words by the music notes. Senchentam chedewadam dewegyudam demparjurchi dunya danduk nyagegyudam dwewarjurchi dunya mepe dewadam nidre warjurchi nyering chadam nidan dewe tanyom lane parjurchi. And now let's chant Chenrezig's mantra 8 times. Chenrezig is the Buddha of compassion, great compassion. And then Green Tara's mantra, she's the deity of enlightened activity. And that's 7 times. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha, 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Okay, the children are welcome to go to their classes.
Good morning. Do you mind if we say some prayers? Because Richard, so a lot of probably you know Richard Porter, he's dying, so looks like he's going to probably die today. So anyway, I visited last Wednesday, so I'm going to visit again after the class to say some prayers. Do you mind? No. Okay, please, we'll say some prayer, then dedicate for his peaceful transitions. Okay. No, he was both of them. Richard Porter and Suzanne, both of them, they are very dedicated for the centers and supported, many years. So that's our contributions to for him, probably last day of his life. So that's all we can do. So say prayer, say positive wishes, to wish peaceful transition. So probably most of you are not familiar with the prayer that I'm thinking to say. It's called King of Prayer. So it will take probably probably 15 minutes. But you can meditate. Just please send your positive thought. Prayer means no wish that person to have smooth transitions. That's all. So
it's on page 249 in the same book, in this gold prayer book. I don't know if it's in the white binder, but it's in the gold prayer book.
We have it in another book. Anybody would like to get more prayer books? There's one right there. Yeah.
Donasi, please, would you mind, Donasi?
Yeah.
Do you mind to call Suzanne? Tell her that we are doing prayer now at the center. Please call her. Let. If he is aware, so let him know that we are doing prayer for him. Yeah. Amula, you're going to start. You're going to lead the chant in English. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I'll say in Tibetan. You lead the chant.
Okay.
Chant means just say.
Okay, can I start now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. King of Prayers, the extraordinary aspiration of the practice of Samanta Bhadra. I bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri, you lions among humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions. To all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down. With the energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom are Buddhas numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas. And I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way, with infinite oceans of praise for you and oceans of sound from the aspects of my voice. I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you, victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you, victorious ones. With transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done, with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers here still training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained a Buddha's omniscience to the stages of awakening, all you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request, you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for eons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering, and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this for full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past, accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath a bodhi tree. May as many beings exist in 10 directions, be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dharma, and may their every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives and all varieties of existence, may I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration, and birth, may I always abandon the householders, then following the footsteps of all the Buddhas, and perfecting the practice of Bodhisattva, may I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline, faultless, teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, and in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating the 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures his awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces, just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's way, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease the suffering in the lower realms, and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe, may I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening, and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for eons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of beings, showing the ways of a bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, may we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor, and never displease that excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled by bodhisattvas, and without pause or discouragement for eons to come, may I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine Dharma, illuminate everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future eons. While circling through all states of existence, may I become an endless treasure of good qualities, skillful means, wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilizations. gathering limitless pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddhas in the space of a wisp of hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of eons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddhas, expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the very tendencies of beings. With strength of understanding I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Dharma, of all Buddhas and 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future eons, and I will enter into all eons of the 3 times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present, and future lions among humans, and with the power of the illusion-like stabilization, I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past, and future. Likewise, I shall enter the array of pure Buddha fields in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides, those lights of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who revere nirvana, final perfect peace. May I achieve the power of swift magical emanation, the power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening, purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces. I shall perfect the power of the bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of worlds. May I free an ocean of beings. May I clearly see an ocean of Dharma. May I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities. May I fulfill an ocean of aspirations. And may I make offerings to an ocean of Buddhas. May I practice without discouragement for an ocean of eons. To awaken fully through this bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere. In order to practice exactly as the wise one called Samantabhadra, all-embracing good, the elder brother of the sons and daughters of the Buddhas, I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise, may I dedicate just as the skillful Samantabhadra with pure body, speech, and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha fields. I shall give rise to the aspirations of Manjushri for this bodhisattva practice of all-embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement or pause in all future eons. May my pure activities be endless, my good qualities boundless, and through abiding in immeasurable activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Likewise is the end of space. Likewise, limitless are living beings. Thus, limitless are karma and afflictions. May my aspirations reach be limitless as well. One may offer to the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds in 10 directions, and one may offer during eons numberless as atoms of the world, even the greatest happiness of gods and humans. But whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and longing for highest awakening, gives rise to faith just once, creates far more precious positive potential. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see Amitabha, infinite light. And even in this very human life, they will be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they will become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance. Blessed with supreme knowledge, excellent body, family, attributes, and appearance, they will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree, and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces. they will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt that complete awakening is a fully ripened result, comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice. In order to train just like the hero Manjushri, who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well, I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did. With that dedication which is praised as greatest, by all the Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times, I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, may I go immediately to Sukhavati, pure land of great joy. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception, by the benefit of beings for as long as this world endures. Born from an extremely beautiful superlative lotus, in this joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala, may I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Having received a prediction there, may I create vast benefit for beings throughout the 10 directions with 1 billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Through even the small virtue I have accumulated by offering this prayer of the Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant. Through creating limitless positive potential, by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations, which is the greatest of the sublime, helping infinite wanderers in samsara, through the accomplishment of this scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering grounds be utterly emptied of all beings.
Well, thank you very much. So meditation that we are going to do this morning, so Tonglen meditation. So of course, this also meditations dedicated directly for Richard, and together with all the people, from who are dying today, so not just people, also animal and all the living beings who's dying today. So we dedicate our Tonglen meditations to giving and taking meditations, called Tonglen meditations, giving and taking meditations. Think about when I say giving and taking is more like healing. Taking is more like healing. Healing others, healing yourself, okay? And there's a beautiful practice, this is called Tonglen practice. So probably best way to heal yourself, okay? So giving is done out of power of loving kindness. That's how you give, or not out of fear, stress, anxiety, obligation. You simply give out of loving kindness. Okay, that means you give support. You give, you send support. You send your positive wish, because of our karmic connections with this center. So Lord of Power, Richard. You met him, he's such a wonderful person. So he's from Texas. He's kind of brave. I asked him, are you afraid of death? He said, no, he's not afraid of death. So anyway, he's such a wonderful person. And Suzanne, and his wife, so they are dedicated for this center, many, So we as a Dharma communities, so that's how we, pay them back. So Tonglen practice anyway, so give, or send out of loving kindness. So then, take means to heal out of compassion. That's how you heal other or yourself, heal out of compassion, okay? Others, physical difficulties, mental difficulties, they might be going through in their last, end of their life. So through a power of compassion, then it heals. Then particularly to heal our self-centric ego, according to Maya and the Buddhism, root of all the sufferings, all the problems. Self-centric ego, that's the root of all the complications that we face. in samsara, all problems, all the problems, not because of this body, because of this self-centered ego, rangchenzi. Rangchenzi is like chronic disease. So that disease needs to be healed. The best way to heal that disease is out of compassion, not by force, out of compassion. So please think about that. What we are healing to ourselves, we are trying to heal out of compassion, showing the compassion towards other, knowing that other is going through difficulties, some sort of difficulties, and we show compassion. That's the best way to heal. Because of our connections, it will benefit. So then, together, and with to heal our this self-centered ego, which is considered as a chronic disease. Chronic disease, not calling Jesus, chronic disease. It's a clear chronic disease, okay? So if you understand, that means my pronunciation is getting a little bit better. It took 17 years, so it's getting a little bit better. Chronic disease. So then, also think about, we are going to chant, so you can participate. Then you think about compassion, heal yourself, heal others. Then think about loving kindness. That's what you're going to think. Maybe last 5 minutes when we chant, you think about loving kindness. Then you give, you give food, you give drink, you give advice, you give service, then you just give your time, listen, to be there, not necessarily to say something, just to listen, all of that, to giving or saying things done out of loving kindness. So then, like also giving is like no different than receiving. Giving is the best way of receiving, receiving yourself. So if when you start to give and you receive, when you don't give, you don't receive anything. That's the best way to receive any goodness, by giving, giving out of loving kindness. Okay. So then we will chant. The reason we chant, then it gives you more time. When you chant, then you stretch the word. It gives you more time to reflect on the meaning, so then they become beautiful meditations. So we are going to chant in Tibetan. Of course, there's no tune in English so far. So we are going to chant in Tibetan. Then please think about Richard and all the beings there, like dying today. Okay, so maybe if you want to look at the page number, Guru Puja.
They don't have the book. It's in the retreat prayer book. It's on page 154.
Do you mind? You don't mind? Do you mind? Okay, because usually we Sunday we don't say many prayers. We discuss. So today this is a critical time because one of our members, she's dying. If you want to join, you can join, or maybe you can just meditate on compassion, loving kindness. If you want to say, then it's good to say. Because whenever we say prayer as a group, there are more power, because there's all kind of consciousness involved, more power.
It's LC 95, and then in the blue retreat book, it's on page 154. And I don't know where it is in some of the old ones, but it's LC 95. It says Tonglen meditation on taking and giving.
Taking means healing, so I just want you to understand that's the core meaning of taking. It means healing, out of compassion. So healing other people's difficulties, taking healing. Okay. Can you say one more time the page number?
154.
I'm not sure what kind of book people have.
It's not in the gold prayer book. retreat book, and it's
Did you find?
verse-
Did you find? If you want to participate, you are welcome to participate. But you don't have to participate. You can just meditate. Okay. So I don't want you to feel obligated that you have to say a prayer. You don't have to say. You just meditate. I think this is wonderful because we are giving our time and energy, our positive thought, for someone who's basically dying. So I think that's a good thing to do, So then you receive,
The third recitation, we are going to repeat the last line in the stanza.
2 times.
Yeah, so we'll say that
2
twice.
times because make it even. Chanting, make it even. Though you end up, we need to say last line 2 times. Then it will make even. Otherwise, it's not going to be even. Okay. Yeah, please think about loving kindness and compassion. Okay, think about loving kindness, compassion. Basically, altruistic attitude, or like mind, beneficial mind that want to benefit, mind that want to benefit, benefit somebody. Beneficial mind or altruistic attitude, or like the technical term is like bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means or desire to achieve full enlightenment in order to benefit, just benefit, that's all, just benefit, that's all, nothing more, nothing less. I want to get enlightenment just to benefit, that's all, nothing more, not to convert somebody to from one religion to other religion, no, just to benefit, that's all. The goal is just to benefit, that's all. So that's called altruistic attitude, bodhicitta. Mind, the desire for full enlightenment in order to benefit, not to change their lives, just to benefit, so not to, yeah.
Dagi Denpa Jingilo Tena Jetsun Lama
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, so maybe we can, if you like to call Suzanne, to maybe I would say, I'm not sure, like in Tibet, there's no phone. You don't call people, so here you don't have to see. You can call. So maybe to say that we think about him or we pray, and also for Suzanne, of course, losing too many life in short period of time is not hard. It's not easy, We as a human, we have feelings. So then even like just giving one phone call, probably, for you it doesn't mean much, but for them, it means huge. Like just somebody saying something nice or giving some support. If you want to call them, please do. So they'll also like do out of loving kindness. Oh yeah. So then I will read a few words from Shantideva's books. See, one important we get here together, last 17 years we come here, talk and talk. So I'm very happy that you got 2-week breaks from my Mickey Mouse blah blah. So all my friends here, and including myself, one important thing, we are come here to learn, of course, all the like what do you call, like information that I shared with you is based on Buddhism. Point of that is to how we can think something positive, throughout our day. how we can manage to think something positive. That's the core. That's the core. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Therefore, people meditate, people hang the holy object, people set up altars. The point is to how to think something positive. Sounds quite easy, isn't it? But not easy to do, you know. So, not every thought that we have is something positive. So, body, when we get to know, when our inner element become imbalanced, we get sick. What we do, we take medicines to heal. When the mind get imbalanced, what we do? Only where there's no positive thinking makes us healthy, happy. Disturbing thought, there's something needs to think about how to stop them. You know? So this all comes down on that. This all comes down on that, you know. So that is not easy. So therefore, you know, for example, Shakyamuni Buddha taught all these books. There's like 300 something books. This all talks about mind, how to challenge, you know, how to handle the wild mind with care. That's all the meditation is about. Meditation means how to handle wild mind with care, not with force. With care, you know, care. So it all comes down on that. It all comes down on that. So therefore, in Buddhist teachings, so minute you wake up, you think about precious human life. Precious human life. That's so important. You know, it's very, very important that we must understand, you know, this life, like it's not something like worthless, meaningless. This is, from Buddhist point of view, this is considered as something so precious. So this precious life may slip through your hand doing nothing. Just, you know, it's like a piece of gold that you have, didn't use, and you got just lost. It's like that. It's more than a piece of gold. Precious human life. Tanjor, nyekas, tanjor. Refers to tanjor, you know, refers to this life that you have. So difficult to find, so difficult to find. According to Buddhism, I'm not sure, like most of the people here, you know, have scientific mind. So if you believe that, oh, this life just happened, you know, out of nothing, it just happened, it's just coincidence, it's just accident, then there's nothing much to think about. Then it's just kind of product of something, you know, it's just like machines, like not much different. According to Buddhism, the main cause of this life, precious life, is pure ethics, moralities. That's the main cause. So therefore, it's so difficult to find. It's so difficult to find. So example they use. So there's like blind throttles. Blind throttle. You understand throttle? If you don't understand my pronunciation, please raise your hand. So then I will ask someone else to pronounce. Yeah, please help. You know, if they don't understand, then somebody will contribute. You know, my pronunciation is not getting younger; it's getting older. My English is not getting younger; it's getting older. My English is also aging. Oh yeah. That's a blind. The example they use in the sutras, the blind turtles. Live under the ocean, deep under the oceans. It's blind. Comes up, surface of the ocean, once 100 years. Once 100 years. Doesn't come every day. It comes once 100 years. And the wild oceans, there's like what you call yoke. They wear the animals like here you have tractors. In America you have big machine tractors. In Tibet we have cows or yaks. They what do you call plow the field. Then it's called what do you call yolk. There's one yolk floating on the surface of the oceans. It has only one hole. Sometimes that blind turtle gets his or her neck into that hole. It seems like impossible because you're not sitting in one place, it's just moving around. That's how difficult to find this life. You may think, oh, that's just easy. It's not that easy. So therefore, it's so precious, so precious. This is like, according to this book written by Shantideva around 4th century, many centuries ago. This is like boat, fully capable, if you sail, is fully capable to cross the oceans of problems, what we call samsara. Don't think, oh, there will be another boat, maybe I will cross some other, there will be another boat, that you may not see that boat again. The Shantideva said, me too la tenene, dunga chuo cheletos, me too. Human, our body is like boat. Rely on that boat, then cross this ocean of problems, suffering. Today, this boat is not that easy to find in the future. Don't think, oh, there will be another boat, So better to do something now rather than waiting for another boat, You already have boat. So why you wait to cross for another boat? You can cross. Today, don't just, like I say, make sure that boat doesn't slip through, your hand by doing nothing. Precious human life. Tanjo tenji, tanjo nyega, tsela lomeba. This is meditation as a Buddhist you ought to do every day. Try to do. The time of this boat is, we don't know, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Could, like people die before they finish their meal, people die before they reach their destination, so that's how you're trying to, letting go, you have to have something to think. That's how you let it go. You don't just say the word, oh, let it go. It's not that easy. You need profound understanding why I should let it go. Why I should not think this is so big deal, I can let it go, That's how Tanjanyaka thinking this life is so precious, so difficult to find, and so easy to lose. Thinking that again and again, that's the one way to let go of things. At the end, nothing matters. At the end, even this body becomes nothing. What does it matter? If you manage to think something good, if you did some good service, I'm not saying that you become Buddhist or you become this, no, doesn't guarantee. If you think something positive, if you did something good, if you be kind or compassionate, that's what matters. Actions doesn't matter. That's what matters. Therefore, it's not just about religious belief. It's about, this is not about life while we are living. It's about while we are dying. That's what it's all about. It's all about. So that's the only thing you can take. Other than that, nothing else. Nothing else. All the mundane activities like like mustache. More you cut, more you grow. It never ends. You think, oh, it's going to end because by cutting, or it will end maybe one day. Not really end. It will disappear one day. Then next day it will grow again. Mundane activity is like that, like cut like a person's mustache. More you cut mustache, more you cut, more you grow. But anyway, we have to cut. Like they know. So the point is not like, okay, the point is not like don't cut the mustache. There's another point. There's no, Shantideva said, there's no point. Or sometimes they say, okay, it's like the ripple of the water. If you throw some water, some stone, piece of stone in the river, it creates one ripple, then it's good. Like that. Some text it says, but here, so anyway, so there's something to think about. Okay, So now it's all, there might be so many different practice, this practice, that practice, like do this and do that, all kinds of so many different practice, so many different workshops, so many different different kind of workshop, so many different kind of practice there. The bottom line is how to guard our thought, not someone else's thought, your thought, how to guard your thought, precisely, So make sure that, disturbing thought doesn't get opportunity to rise. The only way you can do that is to generate positive thought. Negative thought and positive thought cannot arise simultaneously. Why? That's the nature. That's the nature. You can ask. That's the nature. Hot and cold doesn't coexist. Why? That's the natural law. So it's very, very important. So Simji Lambo Yen Tangbe, the Shantideva's text, Simji Lambo, I think that's chapter number 3. Simji Lambo Yen Tangbe, Simji Lambo, elephant like mind, elephant like mind, so powerful. The mind is very powerful. Limit, there's body, there's limit. There's so much you can do physically. Mentally, there's no limit, Positive side, there's no limit. You can get enlightened. Negative side, you could destroy so many lives because of your idea. So many, like life just lost because of your idea. You are like poison thinking, Simji Lambo Yen Tangwes, Simji Lambo, mind like elephant. Who said, I'm just repeating this, Shantideva said, around 14th century. Not being careful about this mind like elephant, not being careful, just let it be wild, wild. Narme never chepatas, narme. If there's like hell realm, the way they describe, who throw us down there? Mind, not like someone else. Our mind. Like the biggest problem that we are going to experience because of mind, not because of someone else. Name never chabata. Langje matunyo by dinner means crazy elephant. Now that's the real elephant. Crazy elephant. Now before that, that's our mind. Now this is the crazy elephant. Langje matu. Langje means elephant. Matu means untamed. Untamed. You understand? The reason I'm laughing that during the last 2-week retreat with Lama Zopa Rinpoche, this time Rinpoche was so serious, Do you understand? Rinpoche's eyes go like this. Understand? That's important. You understand? Rinpoche, write it down. I'm not going to say that, but yeah, the Rinpoche is important. Anyway, this is important. Langje, untamed elephant. Langje ma dunyoba is. Untamed elephant is called crazy elephant. Like that untamed elephant or crazy elephant cannot cause that much destructions. See? So probably you have no idea, because when I was 13, 14 there, I did went to the cornfield. We managed to grow corn to feed ourselves. You have to go there to guard elephants. So I've experienced sometimes, you fall asleep, then elephants already enter into the field, and you see, it's not untamed. It's not crazy elephant, it's just elephant. So then next day, probably huge, probably 3-4 sides of the center is down, just walking around. So can you imagine that if that elephant is crazy, they will be able to destroy the whole field. The next year the monk has nothing to eat. Next year. Untamed elephant could not cause that much destructions that our wild mind could cause. Therefore, who say something that's very important, there's something that we can do. There's not like there's nothing we can do. Mindfulness, be mindful. Mindfulness like rope. It's like rope. Taba means rope. Temba means mindfulness. Mindfulness is like rope. If you manage to tie that elephant mind like elephant or elephant like mind, which one is correct? Mind like elephant. Or kune tembe taba is temba means temba. Mindfulness is like rope. With that rope, if you manage to tie that elephant, now it's like mind. Semje langbo tam dana jiba tamje mejushis. Gyawa tamje ladu. All the fear will disappear. Do you agree? If you manage to tie that elephant with mindfulness, all the fear will disappear. I think Shantideva, this book is quite popular, very famous, free of copyright. There's no copyright. Anybody can print. Shantideva doesn't make even 1 penny writing this book. He has no intention to make money. Anybody can print. There's no copyright. I hope there's no copyright. I mean, like the original book, the Shantideva wrote. All the books, there's no copyright. The whole intention is just to benefit, that's all. Not they have no interest to make money. They have no interest, They are the one who's saying mundane activities like the mustache, more you cut, more you grow. They are very aware of that, They have no interest, zero interest. So, what Shantideva get writing of this book, Shantideva will be happy if somebody gets some benefit reading this book, improve their life, manage to think something positive. So that's his reward. That's his reward. With the mindfulness, rope-like mindfulness, if you manage to tie that mind like elephant, if you manage to tie that, jiba tamje means not just one, all the fear will disappear. Think about it. Who said? Shantideva said, on the Indian master. When? Around 4th century. We are living 21st century. There's many centuries ago. Gyawa tamje ladons. Then it becomes easier to think something positive. It doesn't become so hard. Thinking positive is become easier. Then examples given here: ta, tiger; singe, lion; langche, elephant; te, probably bear. Bear. Drool, snake. All the enemies, that's like, simje neve suma. God in the hell realms. Chema tije sumunam. Simje chivutawe. This all levels from the mind mind levels. Oh, this is a snake, this is a tiger, mind just levels. Same because mind levels. Because this all because of kind of like fear towards those, mainly because of mind. If you can tame this mind, it's like equivalent of taming all of them. Therefore, concentration, meditation is important. Concentration, meditation is important. So we all put some effort to develop our single-pointed concentrations. Using our own breath in and out, focusing our breath out, in one, out, in two, or maybe using some kind of like object, holy object, maybe some color or something, just next couple of minutes, just concentrate. Focus, focus. Without concentrations, it's impossible to challenge our disturbing thought. It's impossible. You have to have some concentrations. We have to be mindful, mindful, okay? Someday, someday, that's called someday, single-pointed concentration called someday, that's Tibetan word, someday. Single-pointed concentration. Single-pointed concentration? How you say? Yeah, single-pointed concentration. Something similar ongjur. Single-pointed concentration rules the mind. Rules the mind. Mind doesn't rule you. You rule the mind. Mind doesn't rule you. No, we don't. No, right now, pretty much we do like whatever thought comes. Then that's what I've been saying. We should not act on every thought that rises. We have to, how is the accountant, how is it? Accountants, they are very good at like how much come in, how much goes out. They are very good at that. Similarly, we have to be like more like best accountant. We have to calculate very precisely. Someday, okay, now that this is the benefit of someday single-pointed concentration rules the mind. Almost like it's like the king of the mind. Single-pointed concentration is the king of the mind. It rules the whole mind. Shana miyo. If you let it be, if you let it be, it's going to be firm as a mountain. You cannot shake. You cannot shake. Small noise here, small noise there, there. It's not going to shake. The mind is not going to shake. It's going to be firm as the mountains. Shana miyo ri ombush is going to be like one of the biggest mountain in the world. It's going to be like the biggest mountain in the world. You can't even shake. That means your mind is going to be firm as a mountain. Someday, if you let it go, where it goes, it only thinks something good. It doesn't think negative things. It only thinks something good. Why? Because that's how you train your mind. That's how you train your mind. What's the result? What's the result? Of course, not just in America, everywhere, people want to know what's the result. If there's no result, then the people don't want to do. Result, flexible, well-balanced mind, well-balanced body. Great happiness because of the well-balanced body, well-balanced mind. Mind is balanced, it's not imbalanced, it's not tight, it's flexible. Before it's very tight with something, not able to let it go, not able to see, anything, like. So that makes the mind very flexible, well-balanced. So then every mind, as I mentioned before, every mind comes with energy. That energy is basically is not the mind, it's physical. It's like, it's like body. So because those energy, they're going through the chakras, produce physical well-being. If you wonder what are the results, well-balanced mind, well-balanced body, and bring great happiness. To understand that, to understand the importance of that, to understand that, Nanjo Ongbon practitioners out there, if you understand that, with that understanding, of the benefit of single pointed meditations, with that understanding, someone out there, so any practitioners out there, Namien da jom so, once a while it's very, very important to quiet your mind. Quiet your mind. Don't make your mind a lot of noise all the time. No more benefit, Once a while it's very important to make your mind quiet. Make your mind quiet. With that understanding, practitioner out there, with that understanding, once a while, very, very important to make our mind quiet. Only way you can do is concentrate. That's the only way to make, like, I just sit there, I'm not going to think nothing, I'm not going to think nothing. How that's possible? Then you sit there, I'm thinking nothing, then you are thinking. You are thinking there, you are thinking nothing, you are still thinking. Better to think something, just think one thing, not 100 things, just think one thing. That's the way to probably, quiet your mind, Tetashi nanjo ongbo nam so, namye dajo tezi junute so. It's important to get away from all this noise, wandering mind, like carrying here, carrying there, and like cause all kind of stress, all kind of anxiety, fear, all kind of that. Once in a while, it's important to quiet your mind. Just quiet your mind. If you see the benefit, then do it. Be consistent. Be consistent. Not once a blue moon, be consistent. You get tremendous benefit. Lama Tsongkhapa said, I myself practice like that. If you are seeking freedom from problems, do the same thing. If you are seeking freedom from the problems, do the same thing. So it's basically, I practitioner myself did this practice. If you are seeking, if you are seeking like freedom from problems, and do the same thing, and you will achieve some form of like freedom. So just want to share this with you, okay? So with that, then probably is this clock right? 11:30. What time is now? Oh,
11:35, 11:37.
oh, today time seems like very long. I'm not sure why. So what time we stop?
Usually stop about 15 more minutes from now.
It says here, 12:50.
Oh, should say 11:50.
Oh, that's okay. So that's why I was wondering, like 12:50. So I said, okay, it's almost 11. So 12:50. That's like long.
I haven't recovered yet, Geshe.
Yeah. So yeah, that's understandable. So what do you think? It's all comes down to mind. See, you have mind. You're American. You have mind. I'm Tibetan. I have mind. It's not like only Tibetan has mind. We don't have mind. It's not like that. Only Buddhist has mind. We don't have mind. No, we all have mind. We all think. No, we all think all the time. All kind of things we think. So now, really need to learn how to think something positive, Minute you wake up, precious human life. According to Buddhism, the one quote from the Kadampa says, "Oh, my previous life give me this precious gift. So now you make sure don't throw this out of cliff, off the cliff, or out of cliff. You make sure you don't just throw this wonderful gift off the cliff." Means So then, like bodhicitta, Rinpoche has been saying at the retreat, bodhicitta, altruistic attitude. That's the best way to receive all the goodness for yourself. The best way to receive all the goodness yourself is to generate bodhicitta, So that mind, Rinpoche said, very strong, said, even does not left out one insect. Insect. What is insect? Insect. Left one insect is not left out because you are thinking. You are thinking about their well-being. So, altruistic attitude. So, I just want to use one quote. Shanti, there was a miki, simjetana. Miki means your eye. We don't have to look. Once you look, someone else wants you look, miki simjetana, changshi, chambe sustas. Look at that person with honesty, compassion, with honesty, changshi, chambe sustas. Look at that being with honest and sincere, with compassion. Why? Miki simjetana, changshi, chambe sustas. You could achieve, according to Buddhism, enlightenment. That's the highest level of liberations. You could achieve enlightenment based on that person or that being. You can get tremendous amount of loving kindness. You can gain tremendous amount of compassion. You can practice patience. You can practice generosity. You can practice ethics. You can practice all the 6 perfections based on their being. Therefore, you should look at their being with the honest, sincere, pure heart, with compassion. And you receive so much, because you will receive so much based on that. That's the one thing I just want to share. Then another thing, Simjen Namdan Jawales, all from this book, okay? I don't remember which chapter, but from this book. Simjen Namdan, Simjen means sentient beings. Jawa, all the enlightened beings. When we see, we just go bow down. Oh, this is all holy object. When we see someone, we don't bow down. We say, oh, that process, all have problems, all kind of problems. We distinguish, holy object, there's something you bow down. That person, you don't bow down. That person is nothing. It's just normal person. Why you bow down? That means we don't understand. Our understanding of Dharma is not deep enough. We don't understand. So, Simjen Namdan Jawale, Sanjay should have Javalas. You will achieve enlightenment, fully enlightenment, equally rely on sentient beings and enlightened beings, not just only on enlightened beings. That's not how you get enlightened. You need sentient beings. Without sentient beings, there will be no enlightenment. There will be no bodhicitta. There will be no liberation. There will be no realization. There will be zero realization without sentient beings. Therefore, there was a Simjen and the Jawale, Sanjay should have Javalas. You are evenly both of them are equally important for your own moksha liberations. Why you show respect towards holy beings and don't show respect towards sentient beings? Shanti Deva said it doesn't make sense. It doesn't say Buddhist, doesn't say Christian, it just says sentient beings. Means beings with the mind. It doesn't say Tibetan, it didn't say American, it didn't say only Kadampa and a member, it didn't say that. It says sentient beings. We are all sentient beings. So we could learn from each other so much if we become honest, sincere, pure to each other. It doesn't matter, probably you eat different food, I eat different food. I like butter tea, you may not like butter tea, that's okay. I'm not going to force you to drink butter tea. So I hope you are not going to force me to eat pasta. It doesn't matter, you eat, this is fine, You have blonde hair, I have black hair. So I'm not going to force you to make your hair black. Doesn't make sense, Just being that, just, human connection. His Holiness is a human connection. This is very important. Show highly respect towards holy beings, then not show any respect to Shantideva says, I don't understand that. He has point. So, and if you remember the first stanza from the 8 verses, thought transformations, 8 verses, thought transformations, 8 verses, thought transformations, written by Geshe Gelek, one of the Kadampa masters, thought transformations. Dharma, Simje Tamjelas, Da means I myself, Simje Tamje, all living beings, not just, this group, that group, not just only Buddhists, not that, all beings, that means, I will cherish them. It's like more than like I say, like the wish fulfilling jewel. Wish fulfilling jewel. That means jewel. There are certain jewels. If you just wish, warm chocolate chip cookie from Whole Food, it just appears right here. It just appears, right? You don't have to go. You don't have to drive to Whole Food. It just appears there. That's called wish fulfilling jewel, called Ishinobu. So Tibetan people, we call His Holiness Ishinobu. That's the that's the name. Whenever you hear Tibetan people say Ishinobu, that means wish fulfilling jewel. That's what we call His Holiness Dalai Lama, wish fulfilling jewel. So anyway, if you have one of them, any wish, that just appear there, it just appear. Dani simje tamje la Ishinobu le labe, Tenjo Dubya Samba Tato Java Zumbasho. Wishful, if you have wishful jewel, you will get, this like material things, different kind of material things. That's it. If you wish enlightenment, it's not going to produce enlightenment. You will not get enlightenment from wishful jewel. You are not going to get patience. You are not going to get loving kindness. You are not going to get compassion. But you can get material things. That's about it. But relying on the being, you can gain patience. You can increase your loving kindness. You can increase your compassion. You can increase so many, good mental qualities. You can increase. Therefore, these are like far more precious than wish fulfilling jewel. May I able to cherish those being more than wish fulfilling jewel. Can you imagine if you have that kind of mindset? You are not going to have any problem with anybody. Why you are going to have problems? Can you imagine having that mindset, cherishing all being more than wish fulfilling jewels? So with that mindset, if you walk, each being you see, if you manage to think like that, you have no fear. You have no anxiety, no fear, and you feel good. If you feel good, you'll do good things. If you do good things, it benefits you. See, all the answers out there, but we have to put some effort. It's not like mind is going to just change like automatically change and one day you'll be enlightened. That's not true. That's not true. Or some people say, receive the initiations, you're going to get enlightened. That's not true. Mind need to change, need to change slow. Is that easy? It's not easy. There's nothing is easy. Nothing is easy in life. Everything is difficult. Nothing is easy. Making tea is not easy. But thinking about tea is quite easy. Thinking about good pizza is easy. But making good pizza is not easy. See? There's nothing. There's nothing. It's even just cleaning. Yeah, thinking clean room is easy, but actual clean room that need put some effort. Without effort, you can buy all kind of sponge, best detergents and put it there. It's not going to clean the dishes. You have to move. You can just, even the washing machine you have to move. Anyway, so the bottom line. So we get together here and try to think something positive about yourself, about others, about other culture, traditions, their religions. So if the news is bothering your mind, better not to watch. Why we watch? So for beginner, it's kind of hard to think something positive, sticking with the object that's so harmful, and sticking with that object and thinking something positive, that's very hard. Better to avoid the object, means space. You need space between you and news. The election news, it does bother your mind, you need break. You need break. The news has no break. They don't break. They 24 hours. So you need break. Avoiding object. For a beginner here, you say creating space for the object. All kind of ways, not just sitting there saying mantra. All kind of ways we need to think: how can I take care of my mind? How can I guard my mind? How can I think something positive? Slowly. Kale. One step. I say one step at a time. One step at a time. So most of my English I memorize. So I don't have foundations. Most of I speak, I just pretty much I memorize. One step at a time. Slowly. Then eventually you can manage to think something positive. Even when you encounter some difficulties, you are still managed to think something positive. So then life will shine. It will shine while you are living, it will shine time of death, it will just shine. Even though you get some terminal disease, there's zero impact on your mind. Some disease that is going to kill you, but in your mind, there's zero impact, negative impact. So that's the whole goal, eventually. Then when you encounter, you still manage to think something positive. Even though things are falling apart, pouring down like rain, you still manage to think something positive. That's the goal, okay? Yeah, so with that, so I will today probably there will be no discussions because of the prayer that we did. Then maybe next Sunday, then we'll have some Maggie Mouse talk. Then after that, more discussions. Okay, yeah, next Sunday. So then wish you happy Labor Day weekend. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Saying the prayer for Richard. Richard, thank you very much. Yeah.
In the Gold Prayer Book, turn to page 246 and 47. We will read the dedication by Master Shantideva. And so it's on the back of the sheet for the Kadampa Center prayers in the white binder. 246. In the Gold Prayer Book, not the Retreat Prayer Book. 246. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other for as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain. Until then, may I too remain, to dispel the miseries of the world. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la. One announcement for those people who are inspired by Geshe Gelek's teachings and were inspired by Lama Zopa Rinpoche's teachings at the retreat and would like to do something more meaningful with their Labor Day than eat barbecue and drink beer. We'll be having a one-day Lam Rim retreat here at the center. We'll be going through all the steps, graduated steps on the path to enlightenment, a series of guided meditations. The first session is from 9 to 12. We ask that you get here about 8:45. The second session is from 1 to 4. There's no requirement to do both sessions, but we are asking that you not come in late or leave early for a session. If you're going to do both sessions, bring a light lunch to eat here at the center. No pre-registration is necessary, so we hope to see some of you all tomorrow.
I've got a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I think let's all just give ourselves a round of applause for our amazing participation, both in Rinpoche's visit here, teaching, and our participation at the Light of the Path. I understand we had standing room only here, and we had almost something like 60 people out of 300 who went to the retreat. So we had 1 in 5 of the people at the retreat were from Kadampa Center. So let's really celebrate that with a... Also, a week from tomorrow, we begin a new series in the Discovering Buddhism cycle of classes. This is a really good foundational course of study for relatively beginning students, where we examine 13 different essential topics in Buddhism in some detail. The first one is mind and its potential. And Robbie, our dear director, will be leading that one. And last of all, we're going to be meeting here at 4 o'clock today, doing Medicine Buddha Puja for Richard, if anybody would like to come and participate in that. Thank you.